Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Left to edit league settings or change player or owner. Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Texans and the Packers, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Houston Texans. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
So here's Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll break. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence and belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college, went to Cal, and just blew up there. And then, of course, there's a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round. And then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Now Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Texans with a 1st and 10. And the Texans set to take over on offense, and we see them led out by their veteran quarterback in his 11th season in the NFL, but first in the Lone Star State, Tyrod Taylor.
His athleticism in college was never in question. In fact, many NFL scouts thought he might be better suited to play receiver, but always believed in himself, always wanted to be a quarterback, and continues to prove his worth at that position in the NFL.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now Taylor. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, if people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He's trying to get that to Brevin Jordan. That'll bring up 2nd down. Taylor. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Once more, he was trying to get it to Kenny Galladay. And it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Johnson running left. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back.
Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Galladay, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down and score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive in total 8 plays, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. On first down, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 7 yards, the pickup there. The completion there for the reigning MVP. And Charles, even though he's slip-sliding towards 40, it is certainly a tough task to ask a defense to stop Aaron Rodgers. But what can they at least try to do to slow him down?
I think for him, is take advantage of the few opportunities he gives you. He's not going to throw very many interceptions, so if you get a chance to get your hands on the ball, you better take it. But if you can get him off the field on third down, that is a huge one. Be able to blanket receivers, knock the ball free, but get off the field, because the longer that drive goes, he's going to put it in the end zone.
No gain on the play there. Second down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Nice play, man.
Now it's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Taylor. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Rodgers to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Here's Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Houston set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do.
Charles, let's get a look at the draft class for this offense. Remember, no first-round picks this year. They traded it away. How much of a detriment is that?
Well, what they're hoping is the reason they traded away that first-round pick, that player won't be a detriment. He'll be an improvement for their team. And now as you get into the later rounds, in the middle rounds of this draft, that's when your scouting comes to the front. You have to hit on those selections.
He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 41, Love. Underneath here to Hill. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result, a Green Bay score. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. But Houston's offense taking over again.
They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Stop stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. From the 24, Mills eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Mills. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Mills. They'll roll him out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Trying to lay one up deep.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 28, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He has not had the start to this game that he envisions here in the 2nd quarter. He's struggling a little bit. But, hey, they're in the lead right now. So kind of what's going on in his head, do you think, Charles?
I think that's what he has to keep in mind. Winning the ball game is not going the way he wants in terms of his own play. But, oh, yeah, that's right, winning the ball game. So don't press. Don't try and do things outside of what's going on right now. Don't try to increase your game or get yourself right. Just make sure you continue to lead your ball club and keep them moving in the right direction.
Well, they've got that lead so far. 1 interception for him, no touchdown passes. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Mills on 1st down.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a good turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now back-to-back drives. CD that have ended with an interception.
I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, a run for Hill. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
2nd and 7. Love from the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Crosby for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on now.
The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 7 yards to pick up there. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Mills. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Mills able to make something out of it and pick up the first down with his legs.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st and 10, Mills rolling to his right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Most of the starters are likely done. These coaching staffs getting ready to evaluate the youngsters in the second half. And to call the remainder of this preseason opener, we go back to Brandon Gaud.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. But the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mills. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
And there's a completion to the tight end. Look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mills sliding out of the pocket. He's got the hookup with Conley. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Culley there to make the break. Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of pulling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
From the 38, Love. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line. Working out of the gun. Love. Throw to the right. He's got the tight end here, Sternberger. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing. Love. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Love. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw now. Here's Love. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 7 yards to pick up there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Love now. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Mason Crosby on the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And Crosby clicks it through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Here's Smith to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilliard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action. Mills. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
That's it, baby. After review of the play, ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass
gives the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. But now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on.
Following the interception, Love. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. A beautiful fake. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and they add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
First down, Love to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Gets around him, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Love looking to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Being chased out left. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the run, this is Hilliard. Pushes him over. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Mills on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mills.
They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Hilliard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And they'll try to throw here. Mills.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Mills.
He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
First down, Mills.
And that is incomplete. Chris Moore was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10.
That's complete. It's Collins. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 3rd down, here's Mills.
Rolling to his right. Hard throw, incomplete.
That was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got an open man, it's Valdez-Scantling. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They will throw again here with Jordan Love.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Love.
They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back.
The Packers on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Love. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. Well, here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
On 1st and 10, Mills. He's going to go deep for Conley. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
On 1st down, Hilliard. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 24, Mills. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to go back to Moore there, and it's 3rd and 4. Mills now. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. No gain there on the completion. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds here. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Davis Mills keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Texans will extend their lead.
That's how you score on them.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline. And I think this one might just be over. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here's Love and the Packers. Down by 16, a minute 46 to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up first and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. St. Brown on the catch. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Connecting with Hill. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Underneath here to Hill. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
8 yards on the pickup.
To throw again on second down. Love. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. Working out of the gun. Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
To the air again, Love. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, but it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Love from the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. To throw now, here's Love. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to the right, he's got the tight end Waring. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.